The political economy of law explores the fascinating relationship between law, politics, and economics. It examines how these forces interact and shape societies, particularly in the developing world. Understanding this interplay is crucial for comprehending the challenges and opportunities these nations face. Law is not a neutral force, it is deeply intertwined with power dynamics, economic structures, and historical legacies. In developing countries, this interplay is even more pronounced. Colonial histories, globalization pressures, and the struggle for equitable development create a complex web of factors that influence legal systems and their impact. This essay will delve into the political economy of law in developing countries, exploring how legal frameworks can either support or hinder progress, and emphasizing the need for context-specific reforms for meaningful and sustainable development.
Colonialism has left an indelible mark on the legal systems of many developing countries. European powers imposed their legal frameworks, often with little regard for existing customs or social structures. This imposition disrupted traditional legal practices and replaced them with systems often ill-suited to local contexts. These colonial-era laws often prioritized the interests of the colonizers, facilitating resource extraction and economic exploitation. The legacy of these imposed legal systems persists even today. Many developing countries continue to grapple with legal frameworks that are outdated, inadequate, or actively hinder development. These remnants of colonialism manifest in land tenure systems, property rights, and access to justice, often perpetuating inequalities and hindering economic progress. Understanding this historical context is essential for comprehending the challenges faced by these nations and the need for legal reforms that address these colonial legacies.
Law in the hands of those in power can be a powerful tool for consolidating political control and maintaining existing power structures. Authoritarian regimes often manipulate legal frameworks to suppress dissent, restrict civil liberties, and silence opposition. Laws can be used to limit freedom of speech, assembly, and association, effectively criminalizing dissent and curtailing political participation. Furthermore, legal systems can be manipulated to favor certain groups or individuals, perpetuating existing inequalities and consolidating power in the hands of a select few. This manipulation can manifest in biased enforcement of laws, lack of accountability for those in power, and systemic discrimination within the justice system. Addressing these issues requires not only legal reforms, but also broader political and social change to create a more equitable and just society.
Globalization has ushered in an era of interconnectedness, bringing forth new opportunities and challenges for developing countries. The rise of international trade, investment, and technology has had a profound impact on legal systems worldwide. Developing countries face pressure to harmonize their laws with international standards, often driven by trade agreements and foreign investment requirements. While globalization presents opportunities for economic growth and development, it also raises concerns about the erosion of national sovereignty and the imposition of external legal norms. Developing countries must navigate this complex landscape, ensuring that their legal frameworks are conducive to economic progress, while safeguarding their national interests and protecting the rights of their citizens.
The relationship between legal frameworks and economic development is complex and multifaceted. Well-functioning legal systems, characterized by clarity, predictability, and fair enforcement, are essential for fostering a stable and predictable business environment. Such an environment is crucial for attracting investment, promoting entrepreneurship, and driving economic growth. However, simply having laws in place is not enough. The content of those laws, their implementation, and the capacity of institutions to enforce them effectively are equally critical. Laws that are overly burdensome, unclear, or inconsistently enforced can stifle innovation, deter investment, and hinder economic progress. Developing countries must strive to create legal frameworks that strike a balance between providing a stable and predictable business environment and promoting social justice and equitable development.
Law plays a critical role in protecting human rights and promoting social change. International human rights instruments, such as the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, provide a framework for protecting fundamental rights and freedoms. Domestic legal systems must incorporate these international standards and ensure their effective implementation to safeguard the rights of all citizens. However, the mere existence of laws is not sufficient. Effective enforcement mechanisms, access to justice, and a culture of respect for human rights are equally crucial. Developing countries often face challenges in translating these legal principles into tangible improvements in the lives of their citizens. Addressing issues such as poverty, discrimination, and lack of access to education and healthcare requires a comprehensive approach that combines legal reforms with social, economic, and political measures.
Land reform stands as a compelling case study illustrating the intricate relationship between law, politics, and development. In many developing countries, historical injustices and colonial legacies have resulted in highly unequal land distribution, with a small elite controlling vast tracts of land while the majority remain landless or possess inadequate landholdings. This disparity hinders agricultural productivity, perpetuates poverty, and fuels social unrest. Addressing this inequality requires comprehensive land reform programs that redistribute land more equitably, provide secure land tenure, and empower smallholder farmers. However, such reforms often face resistance from powerful vested interests that benefit from the status quo. Successful land reform necessitates not only legal frameworks that facilitate fair land redistribution, but also political will, institutional capacity, and social mobilization to ensure effective implementation and overcome resistance from entrenched elites.
There is no one-size-fits-all solution for legal reform in developing countries. Each nation has its unique historical, political, and social context that must be carefully considered. Context-specific reforms tailored to the specific needs and challenges of each country are essential for achieving meaningful and sustainable development. This tailored approach requires engaging with local communities, understanding their needs and priorities, and incorporating their perspectives into the reform process. It also necessitates a nuanced understanding of existing legal frameworks, their strengths and weaknesses, and the potential impact of proposed reforms. A participatory and inclusive approach involving a wide range of stakeholders is crucial for ensuring that legal reforms are responsive to the needs of the people they are intended to serve.
Understanding the political economy of law demands a multidisciplinary lens, drawing insights from law, political science, economics, sociology, and history. This interdisciplinary approach allows for a more comprehensive understanding of the complex interplay between these forces and their impact on development. By analyzing legal frameworks through the lens of political economy, we can gain deeper insights into the power dynamics, economic interests, and historical legacies that shape them. This understanding is crucial for crafting effective legal reforms that address the root causes of inequality, promote social justice, and foster sustainable development. It also underscores the need for collaboration between scholars, policymakers, and practitioners from diverse fields to develop holistic solutions to complex challenges. Law, when thoughtfully crafted and effectively implemented, can serve as a powerful catalyst for positive social and economic change in developing countries. By addressing colonial legacies, promoting good governance, protecting human rights, and fostering a conducive environment for economic growth, legal frameworks can pave the way for more just, equitable, and prosperous societies. However, realizing this transformative potential requires a nuanced understanding of the political economy of law, a commitment to context-specific reforms, and a multidisciplinary approach that considers the complex interplay of legal, political, economic, and social factors. By embracing these principles, we can harness the power of law to drive meaningful progress and create a more just and equitable world for all.